What's up, YouTube? Maple syrup season is officially in full swing here in Southwest Michigan. We got about a 50-degree day here today, so I figured why not knock off work a little bit early and get to boiling some sap. So in my last video, somebody left a very helpful comment that said if I kept less syrup or sap in the pan, that I would actually get a quicker and more efficient boil. So we're going to try that out today. They recommended leaving about 2 inches unless I had to step away from the boil for an extended period of time. So we're going to try that out. It certainly took a long time for me to boil that last batch down. So hopefully this will speed things up because I've got about 50 gallons worth of sap that needs to be reduced down. Well, we're getting there. Now that we got a good fire going, let's head over to one of the trees and I'll show you my new setup for sap collection. So last year when I did sap, I did something similar to this where I ran from the tap down through a hose and into 2 liters. And that worked out really good. The 2 liters had a screw top. They were able to keep the bugs and the dirt and everything out of them, keep the sap clean. But I had to empty them before work every day, and I had to empty them right when I got home every day. And if it was a good day where the sap was really running, they would actually be dripping out of the top of the 2 liter by the time I got there. So what I did this year was I got some of these 2-gallon buckets from Walmart. They sell them in the bakery for $1 a piece, and they come with lids, nice sealable lids, and they're food grade as well. So I drilled a hole through the top of these buckets, and now I've got these out on the trees. And so now I am able to make it through a whole work day without having to worry about losing any of my sap. My buddy Turkey's coming out here to say hi, help me check the buckets. That's Yellow. Say hi, Yellow. He's a good boy. Keeping less sap in the pan certainly does seem to be helping it evaporate much quicker. So I think going forward I am definitely going to try and keep about the 2-inch level of sap in the pan until I'm ready to fully reduce it down. And it's speeding this process up quite a bit. So I probably got about 5 gallons reduced so far, so only about another 40 to 45 to go. It's gonna be a real long night. We are officially at the 26-hour mark for this run. I stayed up all night feeding the fire, and we're into day 2 of this boil. We're getting really close. I think by the time all is said and done, I'll have boiled somewhere around 55 gallons of sap. So we should end up, once I finish it up on the stove, after this is all done, should end up with about 1¼ gallons right around of finished syrup out of this. So this is by far the biggest run that I've done at one time. Last year when I was doing it, I'd do a little boiling every night with the turkey fryer, but being that the wood evaporator takes a little bit longer to get up and going, I saved it all up throughout the week and did it all in one big go. So definitely took a lot of time, but it should be well worth it. We're getting real close to the end here. Everything that I have is in the pan and in the warming tray. So as you can see, this is starting, if you can see through the steam, this is starting to get a nice dark color to it. That's definitely good. That means that the sugar content's getting pretty well up there. So once we get the rest of the stuff in the warming tray drained down in, and we got this reduced down to where I can get it into a nice large stainless steel pot, then we'll call this video all set, and we'll finish her up on the stove. So here's the haul from our extra long boil that we had over the last day and a half. There's one pot right there, a nice dark sap ready to be finished up on the stove. And here we have another pot from the same boil, also ready to be finished up on the stove, slightly less dark. This was the first pot that came off. The second pot continued to darken up before I was able to get it off and get it to stop boiling. So in another video, I will show how I go about getting this stuff jarred up and getting the sugar content right on it. Thank you for watching, and if you enjoyed, please feel free to hit the like button and subscribe. Thanks.